can your hair look perfectly done when you have nothing to do? Oh, like it's professionally done. But when you have something to record or you have to go somewhere and it's the most important day of your life, it looks like shit. And that's today. Honestly, it's been an hour since I've been trying to fix my hair and I'm not able to fix it because I don't know what's wrong with it. When I look in the mirror right here in front of me, it's looking absolutely amazing, flawless. But when I look at the video that I'm shooting right now with my back camera, it looks miserable. It's not even 1% of what I am able to see in this mirror. Then I thought to myself, this channel is based on being very, very honest. So hairdo should not be affecting it because that's not the reason to not record this video. And if it is, then I am not following what I am preaching. Hey guys, welcome back to another weekly update of how I'm feeling. In my last vlog, I talked about how different my life feels now and how it felt in Canada. The drill is, I'm gonna get ready. I'm looking this way because my mirror is right here in front of me. Lately, I have realized that what I miss the most isn't even just the place itself. It's the version of me I was becoming there. Life felt more structured and more predictable over there. Like I felt I was slowly gaining confidence in myself, and now being back in India feels comforting in some ways for sure. I won't lie. People underestimate how hard it is when your life changes suddenly and your brain hasn't caught up yet. And honestly, after posting my last video, I had like 5 breakdowns that week, which is last week. Not because of the video itself, but because of the constant stress in my head about what's going to happen next. I'm just obsessing over the fact that, one chapter is closed, so life is over and there's no more goal, there's nothing you can do, you're a failure. I technically still have 1 year to go back to the life I want to live, or I don't know if I want to live that. I don't know, but there's still 1 year before I can think of going back to the life I think I want again. And I think that thought keeps me mentally exhausted all the time because I just feel I'm running out of time, and even little things are triggering me emotionally. I've been wanting to stay alone most of my time because whenever I get involved in any of the conversations with any other person or just get triggered. It's not even their fault. They're not even saying something wrong, but I somehow end up crying. It's not because they're trying to hurt me or something, but because my mind constantly feels full of anxiety, pressure, overthinking and fear about the future that I don't know anything but crying. When your brain is carrying this stress all day, even normal conversations feel very overwhelming. I'm not even saying it's my fault because it's just how a person feels, right? The frustrating part is I genuinely do not want to waste any more time. Like I want to learn new skills. I want to build something of my own, like for myself that I can look forward to even if I go where I want to go. I want to improve mentally, physically and financially, and I know I'm capable of bigger things. I just know I'm capable of bigger things. I know I can do it. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just a fear of failure, or I think it's overthinking and mental exhaustion. Somehow just keeps stopping me from fully taking action and executing what I really want to do. And trust me, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be thinking about my future all the time, every single day. So this week was honestly me staying in my room, filming random little vlogs, watching TV, reading a little, doom scrolling, overthinking, trying to distract myself, which I know is not the healthiest way to do it, but sometimes you're just trying to survive mentally one day at a time. What the other person perceives of your situation by looking at you, you really cannot expect them to understand you completely. I think this is why I kind of started this channel in the first place. I think I have learned the hard way is that you will never be able to overcome a feeling unless you face it. Like you can take as much time as you want, a day, a week, a year, but one day it's going to bounce back with double the force, and that's when you will not like it. I know some of us are not ready for facing our emotions, but my only point is we should not delay it to a point where it bounces back with double, triple the force. I am somehow failing myself, not necessarily because something terrible has happened, but because deep down I know I have the potential of achieving bigger things in life. Sometimes I look at where I'm right now and I feel disappointed in myself. I think about goals I had, plans I made, the version of myself I thought I would become by now. And it hurts when reality doesn't match the picture, and somehow it's my fault that I don't think so. I have worked hard enough for getting where I wanted. I could have done some things differently. I could have taken decisions a different way. I could have utilized my time doing something that would have helped me. Sometimes you just don't want to do something because you are desperately stubborn that, oh, you don't want to do this. Maybe it's how life is supposed to unfold for you, or maybe you're not meant to be there, or you're not meant to do something. There are moments where I genuinely feel like a failure. Not because I failed at everything, but because I don't feel like I have done justice to myself. I know how much more I can give. That's exactly why this period feels so painful, because you know what your potential is and you're still not being able to utilize it because of lack of confidence in yourself or what people around you say. At the same time, I've also been realizing something really, really important. As much as I'm scared of failing, doing nothing would be even more scarier. Staying stuck forever because I am afraid of making the wrong decision would hurt far more than trying and falling apart. At least if I move forward, even slowly, I give myself a fair chance. Maybe it's not a year that's taking me away from my goals, but maybe it's the year where I learn patience, I learn discipline, a year when I learn how to keep going even though I don't feel motivated, a year where I stop waiting to feel ready, start becoming ready. Because one thing that I have noticed about myself is I just leave things halfway. I don't know if I feel unmotivated or I just be lazy. I don't want to call it lazy, unmotivated. There's so many instances in life where I've started something, a course, a certificate, a hobby, an activity. I did 50% and then I left halfway through, because halfway through I realized this is not my calling. For me to be able to do something passionately without giving up has to be something very exciting, something I look forward to and something I really, really love. So whenever I leave things halfway, just feel it's not my calling. There's something else to life that I want to do. If I blame myself for that, sometimes you don't want to do certain things and you still have to do them because that's how life is. I don't think the anxiety is magically going to disappear overnight. It's not going to. And I don't think one motivating reel on Instagram or a podcast is going to suddenly fix my life either, and everything that's been weighing on my mind is gonna just go like this. Every day I choose not to give up, and I think that really matters. Every time I decide to keep believing in myself, even when it feels difficult, matters too. Maybe growth isn't always visible when you're living through it. Sometimes growth looks like surviving. I'm trying to trust this version of my life that it's not the final one. It's something bigger. I also feel left behind. I question myself more than I should. I refuse to let this chapter be the end of my story. For now, I'm just going to keep showing up. Maybe not perfectly, maybe not confidently, maybe with not everything figured out yet, but I'll still show up. Comparison. I am 25 and sometimes it feels like everyone around me or people I know are moving ahead of me while I am standing still somewhere behind. I see people building careers, getting promotions, starting businesses, getting married, buying things, they've always wanted to. And even though I'm genuinely happy for them, a part of me starts feeling like I myself is running out of time. I know logically that everyone has a different journey and they have different timelines. I'm a strong believer that if you stay in the same place, same situations, same conversations, you're not gonna grow. So I have to leave my comfort zone and just move forward. I journal almost every day. It made a major difference in my life because to me, dealing with emotions is acknowledging every feeling that you get. I stopped, but now I restarted. You know what my goal for June is? Cut back on crying. One more confession is that although coming back from Canada to India is hard and overwhelming because there I was independent and I was doing my own stuff, the other side is I am very relieved. I was going through something emotionally exhausting over there which made me so hollow from inside. So I feel grateful that India happened. Not the right way, but it happened. For that part I'm feeling emotionally relieved. Hopefully next week is the decision week for me. Something I've been seriously thinking about doing for myself and my future. That's what I think it is. If things go the way I hope, considering I have things going in the background that is aligning me with my actual goal for next year, I'll probably talk more about it in the next week's vlog. And this was basically my honest life update from this week.